Now to a state that's been fast-tracking its reopening plan to some extent. The governor of Texas, Greg Abbott, moved up the date for certain businesses after some had criticized him for not opening up fast enough. And here now to discuss the search for that balance is Ken Paxton, the Attorney General in Texas. How do you find that, that balance between being safe, obviously, which you guys have talked about, you want to do it that way, and also, giving into these business owners we're hearing from that say we need to get open. We can't afford to stay closed for much longer.
So I think you might have asked the impossible question. It's so difficult since there's no plan to follow. No one's been through this before. Balancing health interests, safety, with people's desire and need to work. And obviously there are some negative impacts to either way you go. I don't think there's a governor in America that could have done this perfectly. Even with all the right intentions, even with the greatest of wisdom, it's difficult to get the exact right match because we just don't know how the virus is going to play out in each place that we're responsible for.
Now, some of the health experts do say we need to look at new cases and how quickly they're being added. And in Texas, although you fared better than some of the other states, when you opened up the businesses, some new case count was actually going up or at least staying steady now. So what do you say? That decline, 2 weeks of declines that some people said you should look for?
It's a balance. People need to work. There are many people that are without jobs now. The longer we stay closed, the more that impacts people's lives. It affects their health in other ways. Certainly, we had the whole closure of most medical providers, and now we've opened that up for the most part. And so, again, it's this really, really difficult balance that I don't know that anybody can get exactly right. I don't think anybody can. But I think we're moving in the right direction. We're not opening super fast, but hopefully we're on our way towards totally reopening and giving people choices so that they can make their own decisions about what risks they want to take, economic versus health, ultimately will be in the hands of individuals like everything else is.
It's also the type of business. I mean, we have this guy who owns a gym out in Minnesota coming up in a few minutes, and he wasn't supposed to open, but he's doing it anyway, he says. So we'll see what his explanation is there. And then I saw there was a hair salon. I'd be curious for you to tell us more about that case in Texas, where the owner, apparently, from what I read, a judge put the owner in jail or said she should go to jail for opening up the hair salon. And then you weighed in. You're the chief law enforcement officer in the state, but you didn't think she should go to jail. Can you tell us more about that?
Absolutely. So that occurred rather recently. She had basically said, I need the money. I need the job. I need it for my family. I need it for my children. So the county code enforcement came in and shut her down and basically took her to court. And the judge held her in contempt because she refused to shut down and put her in jail and fined her. All I was saying is the governor has just now said that by Friday, hair salons can open. This woman needs to be released, especially since the governor's opened this up by Friday. And secondly, she's already been fined. There's no reason to put her in prison for wanting to take care of her family, especially in light of Dallas County, who doesn't even prosecute people who are shoplifting.
Right. So is really a case of prison being an overreach, not enforcing a rule? Like you would have said a fine would have been okay or appropriate in that case?
Yeah, I mean, it's just too much. This woman should not be in prison. She needs to be freed, and allowed her freedom, and whatever other consequences she has to deal with, she has to deal with. But she's going to be able to work in a couple days anyway.
Right, and that's Friday of this week, right? Those businesses are allowed
correct.
to open. We appreciate the difficult position that you guys are in, and we thank you for coming on to explain it to us. It's good to see you again, Ken Paxton, the Attorney General in
Anytime.
In Texas.
Thank you.
Yep, Melissa.